Look at the size of the steel. Look how much bigger this is. It's incredible, the difference in size. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Aren't those clutch steels and frictions unbelievable? They're huge. They're so thick. They're like double the size. You have double the surface area on them. I am super stoked. I cannot wait to put this unit in. So here is the unit. This is the Evolution. Look at this thing. Oh my God. Evolution billet basket with the ring gear set already on. You have the bearing already pressed into it. Look at that thing. Absolutely beautiful. Made in the USA. And then I just showed you guys the actual clutch pack. This is the top plate that goes on like that. You got 6 springs. These, it comes actually with the medium springs. I could upgrade all 6 of them to the heavy duty springs. They have a heavier set. Or I could upgrade 3 of them. For instance, if I put this back on, I could put like a heavy duty medium, heavy duty medium, heavy duty medium. You know, it all depends how much clutch pressure you want on it or need on it. So you could change it out. I'm gonna use all the medium ones right now with this setup. And if I feel that it is slipping in any way or anything, if I have any other problems, I might put 3 heavy duty ones in, or I might just change all of them out to heavy duty. But as far as right now, I'm going to leave it as is. That's what it came with. So isn't this unbelievable how much bigger? Look at that. I mean, it's ridiculous. It literally has, if I put it up against right there, it's double the size, has double the surface area. Yes, there are more of these in the Recluse clutch kit. They're definitely, I don't know, there might be double. There might be double the amount. But I don't know. I don't see, like, look how thick this is. You can't even bend this. That's how thick these steels are. They're just, it's like literally, it's like a brake rotor on the front brakes. That's how crazy this is. And I mean, even this is amazing. Look how much friction surface there's on this clutch, this friction right here. This is unbelievable. And if I pick up one of these in a second here, I'll show you. I mean, look how tiny. There's nothing, and I'm not saying nothing bad about Recluse. I'm just showing you how it is. That's all. I've had 2 of the Recluse torque drive clutch kits in the bike, and I need something stronger. So that's why we're going with the Evolution. But just looking at it, look at the difference. It's you can't even compare. So anyway, we're gonna try it out and we're gonna see if it could hold Silverback'S power. So what I'm gonna do right now, I have to actually go over, because I have to press this hub inside that bearing. I'm gonna go over by my buddy Nick's shop, and he has a press there, and we're gonna press that into there and then put the clip back on the back of the shaft, and that'll be all set. But what I'm gonna do for now, in the time being, I'm gonna lay out these frictions in this pan and they have to sit in the oil for a couple minutes, but I'm gonna actually leave them in there until I come back. So this way, this friction pad could soak up some of the oil. And then we're gonna be using that same oil after I take them out, put it back in this clutch pack. We're gonna be using that same oil back into the primary. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll show you guys what I do, and then we're gonna head over to Nick, so this way I could press this into that. All right, so I got all of the frictions in there. You have to make sure that when you install this piece, it has to start with a steel and end with a steel. So this way the pads soak up the fluid. When I come back, we're gonna reinstall them onto the hub. I have the steel there, so it's steel, friction, steel, friction, steel, friction, and so forth. And you're gonna end up on top with the last one is going to be a steel. So first one steel, last one steel. And then this plate is gonna go back on with the springs. So I'm gonna head over now. I'll show you guys how we press that bearing in. I gotta stop at Harley Davidson to pick up a primary case gasket. We're gonna put a new gasket on there. And then we're gonna put this thing back together, and then we'll see how she goes, so stay tuned. But let me know what you guys think, because this just looks so heavy duty. I'm so stoked to try it out and see how the bike operates with it. You could just tell the quality of these parts, the clutch pack, basket, the ring set. It's beautifully made, absolutely beautiful.
That might be the problem.
Find something that fits.
Yeah.
When'd you do the chain drive?
Right after I did the trans.
Ah, smart man.
Different gear ratio in the Baker 6-speed and the stock 6-speed transmissions. I lost bottom end.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, so I had to go up.
I lost top end, sorry.
Well, the Baker 6-speed.
Yeah.
Like I said, different gear ratio, so I had to fucking put a.
Right. So what do you mean it was actually like an overdrive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you dropped it down with the chain drive.
Dropped it down with the chain drive because you couldn't get anything with the belt, and if you did,
yeah,
it was just loose.
Yeah, because mine's geared down now with my chain drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Which setup is that?
Trask.
Trask. So you're gonna shave that thing down?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if we put on the lathe and just take whatever that is, fucking, what is that, 1/8 of an inch?
Gotcha. Flatten it out.
Yep. Hey, you like that pocket, don't you now? Huh? The side pocket for the phone, huh? Nice. Where'd you get the other Bridgeport? Really? Dude, this is the only machine that could replicate itself. You could build another identical machine from this machine.
Really?
Yep. These are from the World War II ships, bro. From the 40s. They used to have them on Navy ships just to build them. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Lou. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank
nice
you.
and flat now.
Thank you, buddy.
I just found that.
So this is Louis' shop. He does all the conveyor systems, right? For UPS and stuff like that.
Well, UPS strictly, just UPS.
Right, UPS strictly, and he's got gigantic machine shop and
Northeastern
metal tools.
Pretty much.
So what did you need? You needed to flatten that tool, right? Just so you have a flat surface area for the bearing?
Yep, that's it.
So that's why we ruined Nick's 40-year-old socket.
Between a lathe and a Bridgeport, there's pretty much anything you can't make.
Huh. See, this way, this socket's going to lay flat up against the bearing and not slide off, so we don't damage this bearing when we press this in to the bearing. And this shaft is going to slide right into the socket. You have to support this bearing when you're pressing this in, otherwise you could damage the bearings, the steel balls in here.
Yeah, you're right. You can't turn the hazards off unless you turn it to you.
No. I need one of them lathes. Louis could probably make this in his shop.
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
With the Bridgeport?
Yeah.
Dude, you could take one piece of billet aluminum if you wanted and just make the whole thing out of billet aluminum.
But it's not computer controlled, right? Or nothing like that, right?
It's all hand measurements.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, that's from the 40s. That's off of a Navy ship.
So that's like an old CNC machine, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the
CNC, a human CNC machine.
Correct.
Interesting. So the socket is already in there, and he laid the basket on top of the socket so he could support the bearing.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have enough room to even put the plate in. Let's see.
Tiny bit more.
Yeah, it's got to go in more. So now we need.
Sweet. Got a lot of them.
Oh, you have any sets of those? I got another set over there, snap-ons.
All right, we're off. We're going to go to Harley now and get a primary gasket. Huge thanks to Nick. Known him for, let me see, 38 years, something like that, almost 40 years, great friend. So huge thanks to him, and huge thanks to Louis for shaving down that socket so it sits flush on the bearing and doesn't slide off. All right, just picked up my gasket for the primary cover, and now I'm on my way back home. We're gonna put this thing together. They got a lot of nice bikes. We're here at Bergen County Harley Davidson. Come check it out. A lot of nice bikes here. Back in the garage, I have the discs soaking in there for quite some time, so they should be good. I'm going to grab our new basket and ring set. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna put all of it back together. I'll show you guys how I do that. We'll get the chain on it and the compensator back on. I'll show you guys how to do all that, reinstall it. This job isn't difficult. You guys can do it yourself. It's really not that hard. If you had to replace the basket, remove it off the old ring set, then you're talking a lot more work. Then you have to take out that existing bearing or press in a new one into the ring set. So there's a little more stuff. Drill out the rivets, bolt it, torque it down. So there's a lot more work. With this setup, the Evolution setup, it's really easy. All you have to do is press the new shaft into that ring set, into that bearing, like you just seen by Nick's. So it worked out well. Pretty easy. We're gonna put it back together now, and then we're gonna take it for a spin and hopefully cross our fingers, see how it works. I'm sure it's going to be great, but we're gonna have to obviously do some long-term reviews, because this clutch, I'll tell you now, this is the second one, and this one has been in since last year Laconia. So I'm gonna say probably 5,000 miles, I wanna say, something like that. So not too long, but obviously we have a lot of power on the bike, so a lot of torque, 156 foot-pounds. This bike it's ridden, we ride hard, but it's not like people think. I'm out on every ride, dumping the clutch, banging changing gears. It's not like that at all, just so you guys know. You know, those guys are your stunt guys where they're always dumping the clutch, always doing rolling burnouts, wheelies, stuff like that. Those bikes really take abuse. And I really don't know, as far as their bikes, how often they're replacing clutches. All I could tell you about is my experience, and I don't dump the clutch a lot, only here or there for a couple videos just to have some content, but the clutch just obviously didn't hold up. All right guys, so I'm gonna start putting all this back together in the same order it was. Look how nice that is. Now I'm gonna take a friction and just basically reverse the order. Take a steel now. Steel first, then another friction, and a steel. Perfect. Okay, all done with that. And now we're just gonna put our chain back on. Like so. We're gonna put the compensator back in. All right, and that's how it's gonna be put on the bike. So we're gonna do that now. I'm gonna move the camera and show you guys. This is ready to go. This is ready to go back onto the bike. Clutch pack is in. I'm going to put the nuts on. You have to use red Loctite on both the nut and the bolt. So it's going to go not lefty-loosey, it's going to go lefty-tighty. Then the bolt is righty-tighty. All right, I installed that. You got the spring clip on there, and this pin, this is what disengages your pressure plate off of the clutch pack. So I have that in now. And now, stay there. And now we're gonna put our bolts and springs in with a little dab of red, right here, red Loctite, just a drop. So, wouldn't you know it, that I went to go take the derby cover off. It stripped. Right there, if you can see, the stud is still in the cover. So in order to remove that bolt, I used, I'm not sure what size this is, but what I did was I measured, made sure that the drill bit is a little bigger than the shaft of the bolt, and I went right down through the middle of the bolt and drilled it out. Worked perfectly, took the head right off, no damage to to the derby cover whatsoever. I got that stud in there, so I'm gonna grab a pair of channel locks and we're gonna try to take it off. You guys ever get into that problem, you're gonna have to drill it out. Because they make, like, why not make this bolt a little harder, a little better? I just don't get it. But let me grab a pair of channel locks and I hope I can remove it. Holy Toledos, I got it. Look at that. Now I'm hoping I have another one of these bolts, but not important right now. We're gonna fill up the fluid, get that done, put the derby cover back on, and if anything, I'll head over to Harley again and get another bolt. I'm gonna use the same fluid, new fluid, fresh fluid that I used from when I soaked the frictions. All right, guys, so everything's back together. Got the derby cover on, but we're missing that bolt. And another thing, I gotta bring Nick's torque wrench and a couple of tools back because I borrowed it from him. So I'm gonna go bring it back. God forbid he needs it. I don't want him to be obviously out the tools. We're gonna go hop on the Street Bob. Don't forget, guys, this is the new 2022 Street Bob with the 114 giveaway bike on the channel. Head on over to www.cycle-fanatix.com. Get yourself entered to win. In a couple months, some new owner will be riding this beautiful bike. I'm actually going to take it to Harley Davidson. I'm going to go by Nick, drop off his tools, because it's absolutely gorgeous out and I need to relax a little bit, and little wind therapy is always the trick. And also, I have a new moto vlogging setup, which I will show you guys now. You know what, another thing that pisses me off? It's these friggin' things that are falling off of my tree over here. And they have nowhere else to blow except into my garage while I'm working. So thank God for that Milwaukee cordless blower. But let me show you guys the setup, because a lot of people were complaining that my camera was too low, and that is very true, or was very true. My camera was mounted a little bit too low onto the helmet. I had this set up, but now instead of using the GoPro Media Mod, which is drawing up too much of the battery, I'm actually using a Ulanzi mount with I'm trying to get the best audio possible, so I actually changed out my mic. I'm using a GoPro microphone adapter now with it. I'm going to try that out. I'm going to have it on the ride. Let me know what you guys think. I would do you guys a severe injustice if I didn't give you guys a startup on Blue Bayou. Check this thing out. This thing is bad as hell. Head on over to the website, get yourself an entry. That thing is badass. Listen to this thing. I hope the audio is working great on this new helmet setup I'm going to be using. Yes, I'm riding with my sneakers. Yes, I'm riding with my workout pants. I'm not in the mood to go change. It's going to be a short ride. We'll go to Harley. I'll bring back Nick's tools. Ah, this thing is amazing. Ooh. Ah, I love this thing. I'm gonna hate giving this thing away. We're gonna might have to do another one. Oh my God, I really love this bike, honestly. It's just so much fun to ride. It's so comfortable with these bars now. It's so flickable, so maneuverable. Easy. What a goon, and he's looking at me like I did something wrong when he's on my side of the street. I'll tell you, you can't make this shit up. It just sounds so good. So what I did was I put the camera in that cage. So now and also the cage has the microphone adapter underneath. So it brings the camera up quite a bit because you guys were complaining that it's kind of too low. So hopefully this is better. But what a beautiful day. Hey, listen, I could have took the car. I could have took the truck. Come on. I'm taking the bike. And I'm really curious how the audio is going to work. I moved the microphone kind of towards my cheek area, and I'm using a new mic with the microphone adapter. I was using the media mod before, and I don't think I was getting as great results as far as the audio goes that I could have got. So hopefully this works better for you guys. Goodness gracious, the thing sounds, whew, it runs beautiful. S&S 475 cam, amazing setup on these M8s, 107, 114, even the 117. The S&S 475 is beautiful cam. This thing moves, sounds so good. So hopefully they have a bolt for me for the derby cover. I'm sure they should. They're probably going bad all the time. I'm sure they have a handful. All right, so they had the bolts. I actually got a couple extra because they're just weak as hell. They are just weak as hell. And just in case, I got about 6 of them. I'll just keep them in the garage. This way, if I ever have to drill another one out, I don't have to come over here. Only a couple bucks. Oh, look at that thing. Nice. Nice. Camera. What do we got up ahead? A little street glide action. How you doing? Good. What a nice day. Yeah, beautiful. Have fun. Thank you. You too. So when we get back, guys, I'm gonna put that last bolt in, tighten all of them down, and then I'm gonna move the truck. We're gonna pull Silverback out and show you guys how it came out. Lime green BMW. Oh man, so much fun. Okay guys, I'm back home. I I got about 6 bolts. I just want to have them on hand just in case, because they really strip very, very easily. It's unbelievable, but I got a couple, so this way, check this out. My neighbor got a brand new Corvette.
This car's bad, dude.
What?
This car is so badass. I can't imagine.
Oh,
I
man.
really cannot imagine what a Z06 would be.
This is a chick magnet, brother.
No. Except I threw my back out, man.
Oh man, this thing is.
This thing's sick.
It is. I love it.
I tell you, the stick shifts to everything, but I got my bad.
I'd trade you in a heartbeat.
5,000 miles, dude.
Wow.
And you know what? I called my other dealer to give me my money back.
This thing is. You can't get rid of this thing though.